Right.
Come on, what's your theme?
My theme is fashion, really, in general. I'm going to make a dress.
Right.
It's not going to be a practical dress, so someone isn't going to be able to wear it.
Yeah.
But it's like going to be a piece of art more than a dress.
Right.
You get what I mean?
Yeah. Is that going to be your installation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This will be in here, and then everything I'm filming is going to be displayed over the top,
Right.
and it's going to be like projected onto it.
So you filming making it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything. It's a lot of metal work.
You're going to do that at your dad's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's going to be like a metalwork belt,
Yeah.
and then two, like, I'm sort of going with the 1950s sort
Yeah.
of A-line.
Farm style, yeah.
And they all use petticoats, so I thought of bringing a bit of that outside but having a bit of structure down the outside.
Yeah.
So they're like two big curved bars of steel
Right.
coming off the belt, which will have mesh there and there cutouts.
Right.
So you'll be able to see the skin through it.
Yeah.
There'll also be a petticoat underneath that I'm going to buy off eBay. I'm not going to make that one.
Yeah.
And then there's a hula hoop through the bottom to keep it round.
Right. And that's like a thick.
It's I want it like a neoprene or like the sort of materials like used to like make scuba,
type.
yeah,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Right.
Something really thick. So
Yeah.
because if I've got a petticoat underneath, I don't want it to be bumpy.
Yeah.
I want it to be really smooth
Yeah.
and quite.
Do you know where to
sturdy.
get that from?
Abercam.
No.
Do it.
I was going to say, yeah.
But we've got other places as well that do it.
Right.
Me and my mum have researched it.
Yeah.
Then there'll also be shoulder pads just to keep it all a bit more interesting, really.
Right.
Like sort of like an NFL football player,
Yeah.
sort of quite big, curved round.
Yeah.
And it's also sort of a modern take on a dip pen because that front section is going to be shorter than the rest of it.
Right.
So I've got the way I'm going to cut it all, like obviously not to scale. But
Will you make that here or will you make that at Wigan?
I'm going to make it at home.
Yeah.
Because I'm just going to buy it on Wednesday.
Right.
I think I'm going to be honest, 'cause it's quite easy to make. How I've
Right.
thought of doing it is going to be fairly simple to do. Because what I'm going to do is have one piece for the back, which
Yeah.
we've found a piece of fabric that's going to be big enough to do
Right.
it. So it's just going to be one big piece on the back, and then that bit will be a different piece. So that's going to be 2 meters. That's going to be 1 meter.
Right.
This
And you
fabric.
cut it curved so that it just fits.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
then the front is all going to be one piece, and then the back's going to have like 2 straps all the way down
Yeah.
to the
So it's
belt.
backless.
Yeah.
With the pattern straps.
Just to be a bit modern, because the
Yeah.
idea is to have like a sort of a really clinical, modern,
Yeah.
white, pristine sort of.
I mean, the style of it's very feminine, but it's not actually going to be, is it?
No, because when I add the steel, it's going to be
Yeah.
like a bit of a juxtaposition.
Yeah. And the shoulder pads and
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's. I think it's quite a modern take, which is what
Yeah.
I'm doing because the digital like theme to the project.
Yeah.
So then what I've done is that's the belt,
Right.
pretty much to size, apart from I'm not sure on the width,
Yeah.
but that's all to size down there.
Right.
I'm going to be making that hopefully tomorrow if I can get the all clear to go and do work there
Yeah.
and work instead of coming here.
Right. Are you going to display it? What sort of mannequin, or are you hanging
I've
it? Or
got a mannequin, just dressmakers.
Right.
Because I was going to buy a shop mannequin, but they're so expensive.
I would check what we've got, because we have got some
Right.
that might need a bit of smartening up.
Because I have one like the one they've got in fashion, one where you change all the sizes and stuff.
Yeah. I'm just thinking if you want it looking quite,
Yeah,
you might
yeah.
be better with it on
yeah.
a shop one. And we have checked with Becky or Dave. Dave might know where they're stored, but and they might need like a polish up
Yeah.
or whatever. But that might look
Quite a lot better,
Yeah.
really.
yeah.
The only problem is with that, I'd have to change the sizes.
There'll be
I've done it a size 10.
even if you're just cinching in a bit at the back.
Right, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
to be honest, it's the only bit that would need to change size is
Yeah.
that bit, really.
Well, what we'll do in a bit is try and find Dave because he'll know where they're stored.
Right, okay.
And we don't tend to use them anymore for.
Right. Okay,
It's
yeah,
up on
it'll be a
downstairs.
lot better, I
Yeah,
think.
we'll ask him.
I made it dead easy to make. Just 4 pieces, well 5 pieces of fabric,
Yeah.
but it's all going to be like the belt, because I've got a mesh in it there. I'm going to bring the mesh further down so you can't see it, but I'm going to sew around it, like hand stitch around
Right.
it, and hand stitch the fabric to the mesh,
Right.
because it'll just make it easy. I obviously can't use a sewing
Yeah.
machine with metal.
Yeah.
Same with the front, like, it's going to come further up and it's going to be attached to there.
Right.
So it is going to be.
Yeah.
It is going to be made for the mannequin. Once I'm done with it, it's going to be cut off. It's not going to be. Well, the belt will be take off,
Yeah.
but the actual dress is probably going to be cut off.
Is that the one with Dave with the drills?
Thank you. I've still got some of the mannequins. You know, the shop ones. Dave's still got them stored somewhere. The mannequins that we got from. Yeah.
He's got them somewhere.
Oh, so we find out where they are and get the sizes off them.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
was thinking it would be better to display Todd's on that.
I've
then.
got one of the torsos in there.
Right. So the
Okay.
waist size should be
Yeah. Yeah.
quite similar. We've got it in a minute.
Yeah.
What size?
It could be there. Don't let me blog out. Just doing the heading. Leaving sand in, missus. Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll get torso in a minute.
Yeah. But I just thought I'd make it dead simple for myself, not overcomplicate things.
Yeah.
I'm not the best at it, like,
Yeah.
but I've done all the measurements that I want
Yeah.
it all.
And is that going to be white?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
going to be.
So the film will
And
look
the,
nice if you.
Yeah, and the metal's going to be steel, so it's
Yeah.
going to be really easy to polish
Yeah.
down. So it's going to be really
Right.
quite mirrored, sort of silver.
Yeah.
And then I've just been experimenting with
Yeah.
ways I could do buckles.
Have you looked at designers?
No, that's what I
From
need to do.
research,
I-
yeah.
Yeah,
Look at the film Barbarella.
Barbarella.
Yeah. It's quite a futuristic film,
Right.
but for costumes.
Right,
And
yeah.
I find it's quite useful.
Okay.
So more sort of like spacey type films, really, isn't it? And
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. I'll never be able to pronounce his name, but Thierry. I think it
Thierry
is.
Mugler.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't really know how
Yeah.
to. Yeah.
Definitely.
Right, okay,
Um,
yeah.
That's it.
But yeah, it's just short time period,
Yeah.
that's the only thing. But to be honest, I would be able to make all of those bits in
Yeah.
a day.
Yeah.
It would just be those,
Yeah.
sewing on those bits. But to be honest, I would have thought that would only take a day after I've got it all ready.
It's all this bit that you want, you know, your hem and everything to look.
Yeah, it's
Spot
gonna.
on,
I need it to be
professional
like
sew.
pristine everywhere that you
Yeah.
can see.
Because of the style of dress that you're doing, you can't afford for it to look
Yeah, it can't be tatty. It
Yeah.
has to be.
spot
Like,
on,
yeah.
clinical, clean. Yeah.
But to be honest, I should be alright doing that. I would have thought.
Yeah. Right. Good.
So yeah,
Yeah.
it's just.
So you're hoping to go and do that tomorrow?
Yeah, I
to
need to
Becky
speak to
about-
Becky.
yeah.
Yeah, she spoke to Stephen about it, just running it past him. So I
Right.
need to ask her about it.
Yeah. Well,
Right. Yeah.
look forward to seeing it.
Thank you.
Catch Molly in a